I guess we're back.
Boo. Boo this game.
That's a funny way to say yay.
I said I will start every recording with that.
You know what, Coops, you can hang out with me this time. The best game.
The worst game.
Best RPG on the GameCube.
No, it fucking isn't.
Yes, it is.
Skies of Arcadia runs circles around this game.
You in the skies of Arcadia. That game's so great, why did nobody play it?
Because people are stupid.
Okay, I'm obviously being a
I
bit...
know what you're doing, but remember, sales numbers never equate to quality.
You keep talking about the skies of Arcadia.
Because it's a good game, where your party members actually matter. They also have actual personalities. It also has more unique designs for the generic NPCs, so...
Quiet you. What happened to us, Kodos?
Quiet you.
What could that mean? Let's a fly up! Silly Mario, we can't fly! And then he's like pulling a raccoon leaf out of his pocket.
Yeah, like this point in time, you would have the wing cap, the cape, and the Tanuki suit.
Door's been sealed shut. Order over the cell, must have the power of the crystal stars. Technically, the raccoon leaf and the Tanuki suit are both capable of flight, and that's two entirely different power-ups.
Yeah.
Maybe just want to protect it from thieves and robbers. That's not it. That's not what. I don't know! Oh, Professor Franklin! I'm sorry, so sorry. No, the treasure was sealed away around the time the town was destroyed. Problem is, no one's even sure what caused the town's demise. Written this. Darkness stole the sky, and the cataclysm rained down. I must research this more. Assuming we'll just make a, well, you know, the saying. Oh yeah, right. What about the next crystal star? It looks like it's floating up on the map. Very interesting. Perhaps it's pointing to the floating town of Glitzville. Stunning area there where great warriors engage in fierce battles. I've seen the families go there on vacation to lounge and enjoy the fights, but behind the scenes, the richest people in the world wage on the vows. It's a floating city. How the heck are we supposed to get there? I'm telling you, man, just taking this leaf. You've had multiple special flint flies there. Departs from road several times a day. From getting a seat. Ticket through certain channels.
Not just that, we also
Doesn't sound
have...
hard. Channels, right? Don't know. Don't have a choice.
We also have the other things of...
On the west side.
Koops is, you know, a Koopa, and sometimes they can just kind of put wings on and fly.
We fought flying Koopas. Before. In chapter 1!
Yeah.
Connikin, Syndicate head, makes pretty regular jumps to Glitzville.
Because the, like, winged Koopas are commonly paratroopers. Because a paratrooper was the name of a soldier that would parachute out of a plane.
Okay. So, before getting the main move on, I have a thing I wanted to address, and I'm probably going to cut around and live test something that I'm going to save. So, in the, also, I think there's a panel over here, and I believe I didn't think about that.
I thought it was closer to the train.
Wait, I think you're right. There it is. forgot to get the other panel, but it's not the point. Okay, so going to make multiple points because I want to test something and explain some things. I can do some cutting. Going to talk about the lottery. In the GameCube version, I never actually cheated the lottery, so essentially, basically, and it's the same in this game. You get a ticket, and the date you get the ticket. So for us, for my example, it is June 4th. So the date you get the ticket. The highest prizes are the second prize and the first prize. Second prize will not be generated for 85 to about 115 days. First prize will not be generated for 335 to right under a year. I don't remember the exact number. So basically, when you get a ticket, it is a massive scam because you cannot get a winning prize until about a year has passed.
Massive scam, just like the real lottery.
So, much like the GameCube version, if you skip ahead in time, you can cheat. But the lottery takes into account what date the file is upon saving and loading. So, if you want to skip ahead but do it backwards, save your game, exit the file, change your clock, make your clock go back over a year or two, and a good buffer would be go back to like 2020, save again, talk to him, get the ticket, skip around between 2020 and like 2021, then shoot back up to 2024 because you would have claimed.
Okay, just.
No, but if you skip ahead and you reset the clock, he will count the time as cheated, except because you can open the menu like this on the Switch. If you open the menu in the middle of the prize animation, the game never accounted for the clock changing in the middle of the game. So I'm going to try that and see if I can win.
I love how people still find a way to cheat this. No one wants to do this legitimately.
Okay, the old way would have worked anyway. Skip ahead about a year and you win.
I'm kind of amazed.
Or set the clock back in time.
I'm amazed that they left it working like that and didn't make it truly random. Because I would have assumed.
I'm going to save again.
I honestly would have assumed they would have made it truly random to stop.
I'm going to save again. I'm going to try the one thing somebody said. Now, I want the second and first prizes, but before I get those, I'm also going to explain on GameCube I had the prizes backwards. In this game, they do the prizes the way I thought they did. On GameCube, the first prize is the attack increasing badge. Second prize is the luck badge.
Because you don't really have a lot of ways to increase your attack.
In this one, they swapped it.
That's why it was first in the original.
So, if I'm going to get this, and I'm going to cheat, I'm going to cut around and try
Just
that.
talk to the pinnacle of character design and recolor the bomb.
Okay. New numbers every day. Tell me more. Okay. Match the number, get the lottery prize.
Yeah.
Okay. First timers, 10 coins. As soon as you get the ticket, and it is in your hands, this is now the ticket state. As soon as you have claimed that ticket. And in-game, if I skip around without closing the game, apparently that will let me re-roll tickets. And when you hold up the prizes, you can reset the clock if you get first prize, and apparently he will not count you as cheating.
Okay.
So, I'm probably about to cut to try and get the second and first prizes, because that's far easier to do on the Switch. So, I'm going to use the 85 to 115, somewhere in that ballpark, see if I can get the second prize. And then I will shoot for the 335. So I'm going to have to do a bunch of math, so I can see y'all in a minute. Oh, that should be third. Wait, hold on, he blew up. I might get second, actually. Heavy! Lucky, you won second! Yes! I misinterpreted it! I got it! Oh, hell to the yes! This is why I was doing it this way. Here's the second prize. Booyah! This will be third. I think. Oh, no, wait, that's another second, actually. That's fucking hilarious. I only skipped one day. I get 2 seconds in a row.
Does that mean you get 2 power pluses?
That's not how that works. He gives you free Zest items. I did want to show that, too. I literally skipped a day. I was trying to get another third prize, but I got another second. I want to get a third prize on camera before I go for first, but first could show up only when you're deep in the trenches. I have so many live shrooms now. That's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna sell the mushrooms. Hold on. Okay, on. So, first prize literally does not show up until a minimum of 335 days. So I'm still in the room for second, but I'm trying to get one more third just to confirm that it is an Ultra Shroom. I think it is. But this should be one of the Zest items. Yes. It's a Zest special. Okay. I'm gonna skip 1 or 2 more days, try to win a third prize, and then I'm gonna shoot for the first. No. Wait. Fourth prize again. Got another fourth prize. I want to try to get a third again, and then we can get a proper move on. It's just because I was trying. Okay. Okay. If I jump up 1 or 2 more, I won't, like, we had it, and I could have claimed it to show it, but I forgot, if you skip a day, it gets rid of items, so I didn't claim it, but then I could have got a move on, so I'm trying to get the third again, and then we'll win the first, and I'll do the 1 cheat. That's a third. Okay, just to show it off. Yeah. Holding items, but he only holds it for a day. If I remember, in the middle of this nonsense, to show off the third prize, and then I'm going to skip and shoot for the first. Let me sell mushroom. Okay. I got a third prize early on in this, and I forgot to claim it. But in a funny way, that does, like, work out, though, to show he does get rid of prizes. I think this is an ultra mushroom. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, I still think live streams are ultimately better.
So now, finally! Yes! It literally took over a year.
But only by like 2 days.
We back, bitches. Now, to do the one cheat, like, he gets so happy, he blows the F up. So lucky, I can't believe this. You hit the jackpot. Here's your first rank. Apparently, when Mario holds that up, if I go in the middle of this animation, if I go change my clock back to the correct time, and I advance through his dialogue, he can't detect that I cheated because the game is advancing. So we will test that. Even if he detects that I cheated, I don't care. I got all the prizes.
You got all the prizes you want. You can just set it back to normal anyway.
Congratulations. Jackpot day. I'll take your old ticket and give you a new one. So here, take a new ticket. That's why you can do that. Now, yeah. New ticket starts tomorrow.
Seems like everything worked then. What? What?
It looks like it did work.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I think I did. Cool.
Okay, just go save
No,
then.
hold on. It looks like it did work. Going to save.
Mario, do we just travel through time? No.
So, on. I saved. Now, I'm probably...
You have the luck badge and the one badge, even if he...
I'm just seeing what he's... Hold on.
He says your new
No,
ticket's
no, I'm gonna see if he'll let me buy a new ticket. If he lets you buy one, the lottery is functional. Yes!
Change my ticket.
Good. Okay, that works. However... Yeah. Yep. However... Because of the dumb shit that happened where I was getting kinda unlucky, I am going...
Though the getting unlucky...
I did get all the prizes, and...
Not just that, I was going to say you got like 3 life streams out of that.
And multiple ultra shrooms. But, the thing is, I am stopping the recording so that the lottery can be its own recording. I'm going to pick back up in a different recording almost immediately. I'm not stopping recording for the day. I'm just stopping for editing. That way the lottery can be its own self-contained thing. So, this likely isn't even the end of a part. This is likely a couple of cliff notes at the start of a video, but this will probably cut immediately to what we were actually doing, and I'm just going to have the prizes added on, so the time will be a little bit weird, because that time skip thing did work. So I'm probably about to do that. Stop this recording, pick up a new one so that the chapter can be its own thing and not have this like hour and a half. Because I got to show all the prizes, and that will let me sort through this more coherently. And then, basically, we'll get a move on, so. More than likely, see y'all in a minute, but if I do need an outro, I will do that as well, so hold on. Okay, if I'm using this as an outro, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later. It's time for the question of the day, and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how many of you also cheated at the Happy Lucky Lottery like I did in order to get, at the very least, the second and first prizes? The third and fourth prizes are not that great, but are worth getting on the way to the second and first prizes, but the second and first prizes are the main prizes, since those badges do not repeat once you collect those, meaning this is one of the only ways to get these two badges, and these two badges are not really that bad, but at the same time, these two badges are debatably not really super useful, but that's not really the point here. The point is this: how many of you also skipped around in time by changing your clock in order to get these badges, because getting these badges legitimately is incredibly dumb. So basically, fuck the way the Happy Lucky Lottery works. However, because of this stupid, idiotic system being tied to the date, changing the clock in order to cheat is incredibly easy and, honestly, highly recommended. While I'm against RNG, that would still make way more logistical sense, because a setup like this in most games would be some form of RNG where you buy the ticket and the game generates a random number every day, but this game basically generates a random number within a range of the number of days past, which does basically guarantee that if you keep playing the game, you will somewhat eventually roll around to a point where you basically get the good prizes, but the problem is they set the first prize to be around a year or more later, and most people are not going to play a game like this every day for over a year, and even the second prize is still a ton of time later from the date you buy the ticket, and most people that play this game end up playing the game anywhere between roughly about 25 to maybe 50 hours at most, And that is nowhere near the amount of time needed to basically come anywhere close to the first prize or even the second prize, because most people will basically play the game and likely only check the lottery number if they're in Rogueport and if they remember to do so, because if someone is in the middle of a chapter, depending on the chapter, it can be a pain in the ass to go back to Rogueport, or it might not even be possible, meaning if you're playing the game casually, even if it's a new day, you might not be able to go check the lottery number, but it's not like you would win anyway, and if you didn't know that, you might think the lottery is RNG based, but it's not entirely RNG based. It's RNG mixed with time, and once you beat the game, I doubt you're going to reload your completed file and go back to the Happy Lucky Lottery in order to check the numbers on the board. But again, even if you beat the game, you would need to return to a completed save file about a year later in order to check if you happen to have won a prize or not. And if you miss the time, I'm pretty sure it resets. So if you're right in the range where it's about to reset and you miss that range by a day or two, then this all starts over. But again, most people are not returning to the game. Whether or not they completed the game is sort of irrelevant, but most people are not returning to the game over a year later and checking the lottery unless you have very little time to play video games. In that case, you might actually win naturally because you put the game down for that long, but most people, even if they play across a few months, generally do not end up putting a game down for that long. But I know some people are in a situation where that might happen. But in general, it's not super likely, but I will admit it kind of depends. But throughout a casual playthrough, unless you are constantly putting the game down for months, most people are never going to advance the RNG enough to get anywhere close to the second or first prizes. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you'll come back someday. See you later.